There's a common belief that confidence comes from thinking positively. Say the right affirmations. Replace every negative thought. Keep repeating that everything will work out. For a while, that feels helpful. Then it stops working and you wonder what's wrong with you. The truth is, nothing's wrong. Real confidence doesn't come from forcing positive thoughts. It comes from something deeper and far more sustainable. Positive thinking tries to create confidence from the outside. It tells you to overwrite fear with a brighter story. It encourages you to argue with your doubts. But the mind doesn't work like that. The more you try to control your thoughts, the louder they become. Confidence built on positive thinking is fragile because it depends on maintaining a mental state that can't be maintained. Real confidence emerges when you stop trying to manipulate your thoughts. You recognize that thoughts come and go. Some are helpful, some are fearful. Some are irrelevant. You don't need to believe all of them. You don't need to silence any of them. Confidence grows when you learn to anchor yourself in awareness instead of wrestling with the mind. Spiritually, confidence is the quiet strength that appears when you are aligned with your deeper nature. It isn't loud, it isn't forced, it doesn't depend on mood. It comes from knowing that you can meet the moment as it is. Confidence isn't the belief that everything will go well. It's the understanding that you will be present and capable even if it doesn't. Psychologically, confidence is the result of familiarity, not fantasy. When you've shown up for yourself consistently, you trust yourself. You no longer need to predict outcomes to feel safe. You rely on your ability to respond rather than your ability to control. That's why people who appear the most confident rarely talk about confidence. They're not thinking about it. They're too busy being themselves. Leaders who try to project confidence through positivity often appear insincere. People feel the strain beneath the smile, but a leader who's grounded, honest and centered creates genuine confidence in others. Their presence generates trust because it isn't dependent on external results. They're steady because they're anchored, not because they've rehearsed a script. If positive thinking has never given you the confidence you hoped for, you're not failing. You're simply being invited to build confidence from the inside out. Let your confidence come from presence, truth and alignment, rather than from managing your thoughts. You don't need to control your mind to feel confident. You only need to stop letting your mind decide who you are.